Hey guys, here's a quick tutorial just to show you how to edit the new backdrop, the lilac prom I've made. So this baby is quite large in the frame, not the actual baby. So in the frame, the baby is quite large, so it will need to be resized quite a lot. First thing I'm going to do, just going to select. Usually if I have a baby that got not a lot of hair, then I would just select and immediately just drag. But with this baby, there's a lot of little hair there that I might like to keep. So I'm just going to click here on select and mask. There you go. So now I'm just going to go through all this fuzzy hair. Give it a second to work. Simply click and hope for the best. That's what I do. I click and hope for the best. I'm gonna go all around just a little bit till where I think I might be masking off. While I'm here, I'm just gonna go around the back as well. I don't always do that. In fact, usually I just use hand masking. So there you go. A little bit of here, a little bit of that. Now, no, just click OK. So click on Enter. And that will take you out of that screen. So as you can see, this is still here and all, but we're going to work on that one later. So let's just move from the lasso tool to the move tool right at the top, and it will be huge on the backdrop, but we're going to resize it. So click Shift key and resize from the corner. I considered my Shift key was not clicked properly. So this what just happened. So let's just undo it. So Command Z. Make sure your Shift key is clicked properly, and this will save the proportions. Move it around here. Let's just place. There you go. Just do it again. And place the baby. Okay, so our light is coming from this direction. I'll just click OK here. Okay, so light is coming from left, top left, left, and so it's the same with the baby. I've made sure that I took the photo just like that. But if you guys need to flip the baby. If you guys want to flip the backdrop, flip the backdrop. How do you flip the backdrop? You can just duplicate it and then go to Edit, Transform, and Flip Horizontal. That will do it. We're all good here, so I'm just going to open a layer mask right there. Grab my pen, my brush, and make sure that you're on black as always and 100%. Let's just zoom in a little bit. I'm going to start working on the obvious things. So the obvious things would be all these harsh edges. I'm going to size my brush so I can work on this area. Now I think that the baby is a little too big, so I'm going to need to resize again. Let's just reduce the opacity so I'll see where we stand. Yep, so I'm not in the right place anyway, so just go a little bit. If this is the end, I'm going to place legs here. Now if you want the head to be more in the pram, that's just fine. I'm not sure if I want it or not. I'm not sure, so I think I'm just going to try without. Just resize the baby a little bit more. and make sure that the baby is on the white focati. That's the blanket. Okay, I think we're okay. I'm going to click OK. Bring the opacity back to 100%. And the other thing that I see, which is pretty obvious right now, is the white balance. So here is really blue, and the backdrop is a bit pinkish. So we can just use, okay, I'm not going to use my actions, of course, because not all of you guys have it. So just use filters. For the filter, okay, and I want to clip the photo filter with my baby. So I'm just going to click around this area, just right click and create clipping mask. I hope you guys can see it because it's a bit on the edge. There you go. There you go. Create clipping mask. Click on that one, and that little arrow just appeared here, and this will basically make sure that the filter would only work directly on this layer and not on the actual backdrop. Let's just flip before and after so you can see the difference. Alright, so I want it a little bit pinkish, more red. So let's just double click on the color and we can drag it to the reds. And then as you can see, it's starting to blend much better right now. I'm even going to add a little more of it. So I click OK here, and on the density here, just add a little more. So of course it's also changing the color of the baby, but we will deal with that one later. But as you can see, it's already blended really well right there. Like, I don't even know if I would need to play more than that. Okay, going back to the layer mask, let's just grab the brush. We are still on black and 100%, and what I want to do, I want to just gently bring this handle back. There you go. So now it looks like it's in front of the baby, and then we're going to zoom in and we're going to inverse the color from black to white. So you either click on this little icon right there, you see how it's changing, or Shift X on your keyboard will do the same thing. Okay, so now we're going to use the white, and I'm probably going to use a harder brush, so click somewhere around there and just gently bring back. You just want to make sure that your image is precise. Okay, so hold on 1 second, a bit too much. There you go. So yeah, so you don't want to leave things that don't make sense or don't look good, even if it's like really tiny little things. Put the effort and fix it. Because you don't know, maybe one day you're gonna want to print it in large or something, you know. And anyway, it's a good practice. That's what I think. I think it's really good to always make sure that you do a good job, even if no one sees it but you. But yeah, I might be a little bit obsessed with making things perfect, but I don't know. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Okay, so it looks okay to me. I would probably fix a lot of the back right now as well. So back with the brush, just making sure that lines here looking nicer. And there's no like before, it was a bit of a white halo around it. It's all blended now because we used the filter to warm it up. So it looks much better. Okay, let's zoom out. So yeah, so baby is like pretty orange right now. So we're going back to the filter now, and I'm just going to reduce the filter. So click back, just do it gently and gradually, and try not to touch down there. Because we want the effect to be on the blanket. So that's it. Now it looks pretty good. I think so. Yeah, no? What do you think? Okay. I will probably add a bit more light on the baby to make baby blend a little bit better and make the baby a little bit softer as well. So back on the baby layer, and this time I'm just going to use Camera Raw filter. There you go, it's right there on the filter. I'm gonna add some shadows. Well, the opposite, I'm going to add some light to the shadows and maybe less contrast because I feel like baby is like sticking out a lot, and a little bit more light maybe. Okay, let's click OK and see what happened and if it looks good or not. Okay, let's go back. Yeah, I like it. I think it looks good. It might be a little too much. What do you think? Yeah, no? But you can always solve that with just reducing it a little bit. But I think it looks good and I personally like it. Might add just a warm filter on top of everything, or maybe just on the backdrop. Let's just have a little look, see if I can just add something to the backdrop for the filter. There you go. So now I feel like it's matching much better. I'm gonna go before and after just to show you what happened. Because baby skin is a little bit orangey, kind of warm, and the backdrop is a little lighter. But once I did that, it sort of bring it back together, and that's it. Like I wouldn't do anything else. I think this image looks perfect to me right now. So that's it. I just wanted to show you how I work again, and if you guys editing, just try to look at things. And as you can see, this is the first time I'm editing this image. I did not plan anything. I had no idea what I'm going to show you, how I'm going to deal with problems, so anything that I'm not all sure how to edit and how to solve. But there's always ways, and they're very simple on Photoshop, and yes, you can do it. So try that. Let me know how you go, and I'd love to see your edits. See you later. Thank you. Bye bye.